Hello everybody and welcome back to Valuteer. In today's video we're going to learn how to edit an opportunity, and the opportunity we're going to be taking a look at is the one we created in our previous video, the Start Guide number 3 video. But before we get into editing our opportunity, we want to take a quick look at the dashboard because some changes have been made since we created a new opportunity. If we scroll down to the Opportunities panel, we can see we've got a large bar graph here, and if we mouse over the bar graph, we can see some information about the opportunity displayed. We can see the number of the opportunity, the title of the opportunity, as well as the start date, and the number of volunteers required. Now, this graph will have two colors: orange for the total number of approvals we want for this opportunity, and as we approve volunteers for the opportunity, we'll start to see some green in this bar graph as well. Additionally, if we scroll down to the All Shifts calendar, we can now see the shifts created for this opportunity. And if we mouse over each shift, we can see the name of the opportunity, how many we've had assigned, and how many we require for the opportunity. But let's scroll back up here now and click on the Opportunities menu link on the left-hand side. And again, we'll see our Opportunities page and take a look at our current opportunity that we created yesterday. To edit this opportunity, we want to click on the opportunity number, which will open up the opportunity details screen for us. So, as we've stated previously in the number 3 video of the Startup Guide series, we can edit any of the information we find in the details section here, which means we can change the title, change our coordinators or our locations, add or remove items from the description, and change our start and end dates as well. If we want to remove this listing from online, we can simply delete out the publish date, and that'll remove the listing from the online aspects of Valuteer, preventing any further applications. Now, if we scroll down further into the details, we can see a couple of new items. One is our volunteer shifts calendar, as well as our approved panel and waitlisted panel, and an applicants panel. Because we have no applicants, we haven't approved anybody, nor waitlisted anybody at this point. The volunteer shifts calendar is where we can make some changes to the shifts created for this opportunity though. We can simply select a shift, left click on it, and drag it down the calendar if we want to change the time that this shift starts for whatever reason. We'll get a confirmation message from Valuteer, and if we click OK, that shift will now, the first shift in this series will now start at 1 rather than at 9. If we mouse over any of the shifts, as you can see, we'll see some items about the shift, including the total number of people required for the shift and how many have been assigned. If we click on the shift, we get the Edit Shift screen open up for us, and it has two panels. The first is the Details panel, which gives us our start times, our date and time, and our end date and time. So if we need to edit the date for this, we can either drag it on the calendar or come in here and change these values manually. Additionally, we have the Volunteers panel. In the Volunteers panel, we can assign volunteers to the shifts we've created here. Now, to assign someone to a shift, they first need to be approved. So if we click in the Select Volunteers field now, we'll see that nobody's been approved, so we have no one available to assign to the shift. We also have some other options here. We can delete this shift if we want to remove it from this opportunity, or we can save the shift settings that we've edited. Since we haven't edited anything, we're going to click the Close button here. Now, once a shift is, or an opportunity is created, and the shifts are created through the opportunity creation process, we can't edit the number of people assigned to a shift. But we may want to expand the number of people that show up on a given day, and we don't want to move a shift from Tuesday to Monday, for example. So what we'd want to do in that case is simply add a new shift, and the easiest way to do that is to click the plus sign in the Volunteer Shifts title bar. Again, we can edit our start and end times, and let's just do that. We'll just and save our shift. So now we have a second shift on Tuesday, which allows us to assign 2 more people to this opportunity. If we decide that we don't like it 12, we can simply drag it up to 1 o'clock. When you're done editing your shift settings, simply scroll back up and click the Save Opportunity button. Now we can see the opportunity change has been saved, and if we go back to the Opportunities panel, we can now see that we have 7 unfilled shifts rather than the 6 we had when we first created this opportunity. So that's the easy way to edit your opportunities, and shows you some of the functionality in Valuteer that allows you to manage new opportunities and shifts. Again, if you have any questions or concerns about any of this information, please contact us through the help link in the user menu.